Okay, and a pleasant good evening from the Eveleth Hippodrome. Tonight it's high school hockey, IRC hockey. The Hibbing Bluejackets, Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets have made their way over to take on the Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East Golden Bears. Tonight it's senior parent night, so we'll have some time set aside for that. And it's also, they're going to recognize the senior Palms. So first and second period, Hugo is the senior boys, and then between the second and third is will be the Palms. So there you got it. Nice to have you along. The season winded down. The Bears play they play tonight, and then it's next Thursday, Friday. They got North Shore, and then St. Thomas Academy coming in. So nice to have you along. The Hibbing cheerleaders, Hibbing Palms, are out there right now. The Eveleth Gilbert band is here. Kevin Susmal is doing the has the band playing, and you can hear him calling for the Bears, the band. And nice to have you. And it's hockey here from the historic Hippodrome, Eveleth Hippodrome. So nice to have you along. We'll get it all set up for you. Matt Schoberg down on the public address, and he will be mentioning, and we'll be breaking to him for any updates that I can't get you. So last time we were in here, the Eveleth Gilbert area girls were still playing. They lost in their opening round in Section 7A. That night they had completed a sweep. So of Northern Lakes. So teams are down. They're waiting for them to come on up. You know as much as I know right now from the press box. Hugo Mariucci producing, Eric tweeting on the camera 1, and Donnie Mariucci over on camera 2. So we can get you all set up. Trying to look at the schedules ahead. You can't. The Bears have a couple more games, but it looks to me like Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East might get an opening round home game, but that'll be all determined yet. All ready to go. Hockey here on Access 12 television. So the Bears have taken the ice. They're in their home gold, black numerals, black trim. So had to get some starting lineups for you from Mr. Schoberg, the playing of the national anthem, and we'll be ready for high school hockey here live on public access 12 TV. Haven't heard any different. I think the Bears are healthy coming in. And I see Mr. Stroko, one of the officials tonight, Jason. The Eveleth band, the Palms are all going. It's senior Palms night. And again, in the hockey, they'll be giving little bios on the boys hockey senior parent night. That'll be between the first and second. So keep it tuned. Might want to get a little refreshment. Gets through the first period, and Bears already have a victory over Hibbing in the IRC. Eveleth Gilbert band playing the sportsmanship song. Looking to see, I think in the nets tonight will be senior goaltender Vitek Vozdecki. And I'm going to check the Golden Bears goalie. Right now between the pipes is Mac Laudiger. The Bears will have, again, a week off, and then they'll get North Shore and St. Thomas Academy. Both those teams are coming into the Hippodrome. So We're going to go to public address. Announcer Mr. Matt Schoberg.
Good evening to the Venerable Eveleth Hippodrome for tonight's boys hockey game between the Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets and your Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi Scone Bears. Welcome to our guests from the home of Scott Sandelin and Scott Perunovich. Introducing the starting lineups, beginning with the Bluejackets. In goal, senior number 1, Vitek Vozdecki. At defense, junior number 6, Eric Sanborn. And junior number 18, Trevor Lehmann. At left wing, senior number 10, Mitchell Zimba. At right wing, junior number 7, Ethan Lund. Centering the Blue Jackets, junior number 3, Joe Allison. Head coach of the Blue Jackets, Mr. Justin Tomberlin. And now for your Golden Bears. In goal, senior number 30, Mac Lodiger. At defense, senior captain number 5, Will Troutline. And senior captain number 25, Nick Baudette. At left wing, senior assistant captain number 7, Cole Meyer. At right wing, senior captain number 9, Bryce Kopp. Centering the Golden Bears, senior number 14, Elliot Van Arsdale. Golden Bears coaches, Steve Troutline, Paul Coombe, Jared Anderson. Head coach of the Golden Bears, Mr. Jeff Terrell. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps as we honor America and those who continue to serve to protect our freedoms, both domestically and abroad, with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem is performed by the Eveleth Gilbert Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Kevin Schumal.
Okay, we're all set here, ready. Trying to get our third official. Jace Friedley, Mr. Jason Strukel, trying to get official number 3. Hibbing in their navy blue, white numerals, navy trim. Their goaltender tonight will be Vitek Vozdecki, starting with Joe Allison, Eric Sanborn, Ethan Lund, with Mitchell Zimba and Trevor Lehmann. So Bears come in there. Check that. The Blue Jackets come in coached by Mr. Justin Tomberlin. Mac Lodiger in the nets for the Golden Bears tonight. Baudette and Troutwine. Will Troutwine back at the point. And Elliot Van Arsdale will be centering Cole Meyer and Bryce Kopp. So Bears will be going from our left to right. Nice to have you along on Access 12 TV. you got friends on the cable system, you'll be able to can watch it live there tonight, and eventually it will be up on archived on the website. Van Arsdale will face off against Allison. And we're underway here. Lehmann controls, they'll throw it across, tipped ahead by Joe Allison. Van Arsdale works in between the blue lines against Allison, down into this near corner. Held in, shot whistled in by Mitchell Zimba. Puck over to the far corner. They work the right side. Here come the Bears. Long one up ahead. Here's Meyer. Meyer walks in and shot goes wide. Big collision there. Puck off the M boards. Hozdecki just getting up back into the net. Play whistle down. We are just underway here. 16:24 to go in our first period. Bears will put some, they'll still stay with Van Arsdale, Kopp, and Meyer. And then as I say that, they make some full sail changes. Jack Halliday centering Pokernich and Tassoni back at the point. Gage Everson fires it on down. He's paired up with Nick Troutwine back at the points for the Golden Bears. Hibbing looking to come up this near side, cannot. Outlet goes on through to neutralize. Nick Troutwine fired on in. It's gloved by Hozdecki. Picked up by Hibbing's galley, and they'll send it all the way down. They drop it off there for Gage Everson. Bears come out. Halliday throws it towards center ice. It's knocked around in the slot. Puck poked over to the right corner. Giving chase but not getting there was Nathan Tassoni. Action at the left circle. Stick handling in Tassoni. Loads it up, puts it on through. Comes on to Gage Everson. He'll fire it toward the net. Hits the boards and rings to the far side. We're scoreless here. 15:29 to go in our first period. Nice to have you along on Access 12 TV. Gage Everson picks it up, fires it down, and he'll head to the bench. Moving in now for the Bears, Alex Haas. Puck comes to this near side, picked up by Hibbing's Drew Kabina. Outside the circle, they'll battle. No score here, couple minutes in. Moving up ice for Hibbing, Ethan Lund. Lundell fired on down, rings the boards in behind Mac Lotiger in the nets tonight for the Bears. Out to neutralize they go. Mitchell Zimba sends it over to the near side to Trevor Lehmann. Ahead toward Allison. Pass knocked around by the Bears' Hunter Levander, and now fired down into this near corner. They'll work in behind Lotiger. Out come the Bears on the far side with no score. 14:35 to go. Pass is put toward the net by Alex Haas. He'll head to the bench as the Bears take the opportunity to change. Action in the Hibbing Chisholm end. Nick Troutwine looks ahead, sends it over to the near side to Gage Johnson. Goes on down to the corner. Cooper Matson gives chase. Digs in there for Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East. Puck up and out of play. 14:12 to go. First period, no score.
Golden Bear jersey. It's important we have this before right away. Please return it to the split the pot table. Thank you.
They're looking for a jersey. It got legs and walked out. Outside, down into the circle, they'll go. Action in the Hibbing zone. 3 minutes in now. Pass picked off. Digging in there for the Bears. Van Arsdale, check that. That was Lind, number 15. It's thrown in behind where Hibbing's Lind. Or Drew Kabina, number 15, gets it ahead. They do clear the zone. Picked up by Brandon Lind. Throws it around. It rings behind Hozdecki to the far circle. No score with 13:42 to go in the first period. Matt Edmonds pinned on the side by the Bears' Tommy Schlottick. It's out near the blue line, poked ahead by Lind, and sent on down. Nick Troutwine will beat Casey Kemp to the puck. Hibbing yet to get a shot off on Lotiger. Up come the Bears. Cooper Matson ridden off by Michael Galley. Now moving in, a shot hit. Oh, I thought it hit the goalie in the pumpkin. but goes on over to the far side with 13:11 to go first period. No score. Cooper Matson working in there for the Bears against Hibbing Chisholm's Eric Sanborn. Teams will make changes here. Nice to have you along on Access 12 TV. We got a penalty. Hibbing's going to be shorthanded here. See who's going to get the gate. They'll come over and announce it for us. So we'll get to see the Bears power play. Working in there is Bryce Kopp. We'll see what we got.
Galley, he draws a 2-minute minor for hooking. Time of the penalty, 3:53. Galley for hooking at 3:53.
Badette took a shot and was kicked out of there by Vozdecki. Over to the far corner they'll work. 12:46 to go first period. Bears on the power play. Van Arsdale, stick handles in, loses it. Held in now. Trotwine shot off traffic. Where is it? Play whistle down. Minute and a half left in the penalty to Hibbing. Van Arsdale, Meyer, and Kopp out there with Badette and Will Troutwine. Face-off to the right of Vozdecki, the Hibbing Chisholm goaltender. Here's Troutwine, top of the circle. Shot score! Will Troutwine will get the goal. Real Troutwine power play for the Golden Bears. Look at this shot, whistles it in. That comes 4 minutes and 29 seconds in. 4:29 in. Will Troutwine. We'll see on the so like that, the Bears are on top. 12:30 to go in the first period. Will Troutwine looks ahead. Has it knocked into the corner by Freider. We'll see.
Scoring his 15th goal of the season is number 5, Will Troutwine. He gets an assist from number 7, Cole Meyer. Time of the goal.
Moving up ice is Kopp. And Troutwine got an assist from Meyer. So we'll see as we have 12:06 remaining first period. 1-0 Bears. Will Troutwine from Cole Meyer. 4 minutes and 29 seconds in. Face-off outside the circle. Now held in. Well, not held in by the Bears. Everson. His pass knocked around.
Cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 4:54. Freider for cross-checking at 4:54.
So the Bears like that are back on the power play. Cross-check on Hibbing. Everson at the far point. He's with Nick Troutwine back here. He'll throw it into the corner far side. Working the left side. Everson across to Nick Troutwine. Into the slot, trying to load it up, not able to. Jack Halliday, and it's poked on down. Well, Matt Lotiger will send it up. Everson near side to Halliday. Halliday outside the right circle, takes a check by Hibbing Chisholm's Eric Sanborn. 6 minutes into this first period. 1-0, Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East. In behind Vozdecki they'll work. You can hear him rattling the boards. And it's fired out by the Bluejackets' Ethan Lund. Bears will rush it again here. 10:45 to go. Moving up ice is Elliot Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale looks in, throws it, hits the goalie's stick on a bad angle. Will Troutwine, he fires it in. The puck was right there, but swept out of there by Kubina. But that sends it. Will Troutwine, one-time shot over into that up and out of the, over toward that left corner, up and out of play. Will Troutwine, boy, when he gets that and can one-time that thing, he's accurate as heck on that. Vitek Vozdecki in the goals tonight. Puck poked over to the far corner, fired down by the Jackets. Mac Lotiger will stop and drop it off for Will Troutwine. 10:14 to go, first period. Bears still on the power play for another 4-3. And both teams now are skating full strength. Here's Badette to Van Arsdale, a little give and go, a shot off of traffic out near the blue line. Troutwine again fires it. Knocked over into the right corner, and you could hear it fired up and out of play. That was close. So the teams will change it up. 4:29 in his first period. The Bears on a power play. Will Troutwine from Cole Meyer, the scoring right now. Face off to the left of Vazdecki. It's pulled into the slot, picked up by the Blue Jackets' Casey Kemp. Kemp trying to work around Holtman, does so. Loses the puck. Nick Troutwine swings it out to this near side. Trying to get going was Alex Haas. Held in at the point this side. In behind Laudiger they'll go. Here's Holtman. Holtman bangs it off the sideboards out ahead. Chasing was Alex Haas, but he's beaten to the puck by Trevor Lehmann. Between the blue lines, we'll go 1-0 Bears here. 9:20 to go in the first period. Here come the Bears. Nick Troutwine puts a shot in, and Vazdecki grabs. I got to say hi to some people over at Edgewood Vista tonight. My mother-in-law's over there, Agnes Manninen, and Ray Santelli, Martin DeLuca, Bill Culbertson, Joanne Kocher, all sports fans over there at Edgewood Vista. This near circle will work. 1-0 Bears. 8 minutes in, first period. They'll drop it back to Gage Everson, sends it across, but that shot hits hard off the boards this side. It's thrown over to the far side by Brandon Lind. In behind Vazdecki they'll go. Here's Lind again, taking a check into the boards by Sanborn. Cooper Matson from in behind. He's knocked off by Trevor Lehmann of Hibbing Chisholm. Outside the circle, far side. 8:30 to go. Shot hits the goaltender, I think, in the helmet. Now trying to load it up was Lind. Could not. Everson controls it, but not for long here at the left point. Gage will drop back, giving chase for Hibbing Chisholm as Ethan Lund walks in. Shot, and he puts it wide. Walked right in on Laudiger and put it wide to the left. 8:11 to go. 1-0 first period action. Long one ahead. Here comes Schlottig. Schlottig has a post off his stick. Back the other way come the Blue Jackets. Joe Allison loses it. Fired down by Lind. Rings the board to the near side. 7:50 to go. First period. 1-0 on a Golden Bears on a power play goal. Shot kicked over into that far corner by Vazdecki. Moving in, trying to get control. Not able to. I got a number from the JV numbers. That was Dylan Deutsch. Action in the Hibbing Chisholm end with 7:28 to go. Here's Will Troutwine. Sends it in wide off the end boards. Loading up. Oh, a nice save. Loading up a rebound was Halliday. Kicked out by Vazdecki. Pair of 17s collide out between at the Hibbing blue line. Play whistle down. 7:12 to go. First period. 1-0. Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East leading the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. Van Arsdale's line out there. Van Arsdale, Meyer, and Kopp. Puck thrown on in. Up and out of play. Girls basketball team tonight is over at Eveleth Gilbert High School gym. Taking on... who are they taking on? I think Northwoods. Boys basketball team goes out to Cherry tomorrow night as we're speaking here. Gage Everson holds it in, fires it. Boy, looking for a tip was Van Arsdale. Couldn't. Shot was on net. Now walking in is Kopp. Kopp runs into the official. Controls, circles. Bryce Kopp drops it to Everson. He just does get control of it. 6:48 to go. First period, 1-0 Eveleth Gilbert. Power play by Will Troutwine. Kopp tries to move in. He can go. Puck poked out by Matt Edmonds of the Bluejackets. Dropping by Drew Cabina. Cabina sends it up, and it's tipped on down behind the goal line, near side. Nick Troutwine with it, though, whistle, icing. We'll bring it back and face it off with 6:28 to go in our first period. 1-0, Eveleth Gilbert. Eveleth Gilbert, Mesabi East. The Golden Bears are going to face it off to Matt Lodiger's right. Shot put in off traffic over there by Trevor Lehmann. Poked back out into neutral ice. Mitchell Zimba gets it to Joe Allison. Allison has Lund in the slot. Gets it to him. It's loose. Now a shot to score! Hibbing will get a goal. Hibbing will get a goal. Trevor Lehmann from the left point. Here it is. Top of the left circle. Lehmann puts it in. I don't know if it was tipped, but that comes 10 minutes and 54 seconds in. So we'll see. It should be a Lehmann, number 18. We're tied at 1. 6:07 to go. We'll see the replay. It looks like he went top shelf. I don't know if it got tipped. We'll get the official from Mr. Matt Schoberg. Here it is.
Blue Jackets scoring. Scoring the goal is number 18, Trevor Lehmann. He gets assists on the goal from number 7, Ethan Lund, and number 3, Joe Allison. Time of the goal, 10:54. That's Lehmann from Lund and Allison at 10:54.
Okay, there you have the official. And as the evening goes on, we will replay those. We played over 12 minutes in our first period. We're tied at 1. Again, that goal, Lehmann, Lund from Allison. So here come the Bears. Will Troutwine has a power play goal. Throws it ahead to Brandon Lynn. His shot off a skate. Hibbing looking to head the other way. Will Troutwine tries to send it over and gets it over toward Tommy Schlottick. He was beaten to the puck. Hibbing will try the other way. Michael Galley. Galley sends it ahead, tries to get it on the stick of Freider. Knocked around between the blue lines. Here comes Freider. Freider tied up and has it taken away by Lind. Between the blue lines we go. Casey Kemp. Kemp into the slot, has it taken away. Big check. As in the high slot, it's thrown on down, tipped by the Bears Schlottick, and he'll head to the bench. 4:34 to go first period. We're tied at 1. There's some big hitting going on. That one right in front of our bench, or the front of our broadcast booth. Between the blue lines, 1-1, 4:20 to go. It's fired on down and grabbing and hanging on. The Bears' Gage Everson had it hit off a stick, and we're going to face it off with 4:15 to go. Bears have changed it up a little bit. We've got Everson and Troutwine. Nick Troutwine back at the points. Let's see, Halliday and Pusernich out there also on the forwards. Nick Troutwine tied up. Jackets pick it up and fired on down. Chases on. Ethan Lund will go into the inboards with Halliday. It's into the slot. Loose. Oh, put just wide. I think that was Ethan Lund. And it's sent on down. We'll have an icing with 3:47 to go first period. Tied at 1.
Senior players and parents will be introduced during the first intermission.
So, shots right now, 12-3. That was Gilbert. Here's Lehmann. He's got the goal. Flips it toward the goal. Knocked around over into this near circle with 3:39 to go in the first period. Tied at 1. Moving on is Kopp. Kopp and Meyer pushing the action for Eveleth Gilbert. Puck outside the right circle. Moving in is Kopp. Kopp moves in. Tries to load up a backhand. Can't. Stick handling. Pinned on the far side now. And Van Arsdale will try his hand at it. And what do we got here? We got play. Whistle down. Fish is going to come and report something. I think the Bears are going to be shorthanded for the first time tonight. We got a high stick going. So we're going to get a chance to see the Hibbing Chisholm power play. Shots are 12-3. Bears got the better of it shot-wise. But now we'll see Hibbing's special teams. Shot put wide. That one taken by Mitchell Zimba. In behind the goal line, they'll work. Van Arsdale picks it. Where is it? Boy, that thing was... Mac Lotiger covers up, and we'll face it off with 3:07 to go in our first period. Face up to the right of Lotiger. It's fired on down. As we were 14 minutes into this first period, tied at 1. Zimba throws it in behind to Drew Cabina. Cabina looks ahead to Blake Freider. Poked on into neutralized, trying to carry on. Not able to was Lund. Bodette looked ahead toward Van Arsdale. They couldn't hook up. 2:38 to go first period. Power play goal by Will Troutwine early. Now moving in. Zimba walks in, puts a shot, hits the side of the net. In behind the goal. Drew Cabina throws it into that right corner toward Joe Allison. He works against Will Troutwine behind the goal line. Hibbing pounds it. Boy, that save made by Lotiger. Puck over into the corner near side. They throw it in behind Lotiger. It'll swing to the far side. Long one up again. Here comes Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale walks in. Shot. Oh, he put just wide. 1:59 to go. They had a breakout there, and Vitek Vozdecki held his ground. Checking over his helmet. Look at, here's the replay. Moved in. Oh, and he just puts it wide. He had Vozdecki down. They're going to do their senior parents between. We'll hold it here. What are they doing now? They're going to back to the scoring. We'll see. Let you know here. 4:29 into the first period. Will Troutwine from Cole Meyer. Power play for the Bears. They went up 1-0. And then 10:54 in. Hibbing's. Trevor Lehmann from Ethan Lund and Joe Allison. And that's the scoring right now. We're tied. So what are they discussing here? I didn't see what they're talking about. Are we going to have a penalty shot on this? No. Or are we? I don't know. Oh, they're going to face it off to the right of Vozdecki. Shots on goal are 12-3. Bears work it. Alex Haas pinned in by a couple Bluejackets. Casey Kemp gets it ahead to Mitchell Zimba. Knocked around at the Bears blue line. Eveleth Gilbert shorthanded here for trying to see it. I can't. That's the spot, blind spot for me. I got to learn to write that down. I found out at 4 o'clock today. I was coming over here. Casey Kemp moves in. Quick shot. Wide of the mark. Comes over here to the near outside the near circle with 1:20 to go in our first period, 1-1. Both teams at full strength. They still work this near side. In behind Lotiger, they'll go. To the far side is put in front, not able to get the tip was Zimba. The return to the slot was half fanned on by Keegan Fink. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go in our first period. 1-1 hockey game. Both teams at full strength. It's been a while. And we have 51 seconds. Moving up is Drew Cabina. Throws it on down and gloved by Lotiger. He'll drop it off for Nick Troutwine out toward neutral ice. It's held in by Hibbing's Ethan Lund. Between the blue lines, they'll work Mitchell Zimba. 34 seconds to go. They'll throw it ahead. Stick handling in will be Ethan Lund. Near the left circle, into the slot. It's knocked around, picked off, cleared, but not out. Trevor Lehmann has it go off traffic over to this near side. 15 seconds to go. Hibbing maybe one more rush. Here we go. Drew Cabina. He fires it off the end board. Nick Troutwine will drop back. 7 seconds to go. Lehmann at center ice. Loses it. Moving up and trying to load it up as the first period ends. 1-1 hockey game after one. We're going to hold it here and talk about the senior parent night here at the Hippodrome. Okay, we'll get some goals here before they start introducing people. 4:29 into the first period. Will Troutwine goes top shelf from near this right circle. Here it is, good shot, walks to the top of the circle and lets her go. Found the back of the net. Assist on that one going to Cole Meyer. Hibbing then, 10:54 in. We'll get that as the teams are leaving the ice. Trevor Lehmann from Ethan Lund. I think we might have to go down to the public address announcer as they're getting into their senior night. Okay, here's Lehmann. And it's thrown on down. He lets her go and gets a goal. The assist going to Ethan Lund and Joe Allison. Well, the band's playing a little bit, and we're going to then go to the ice.
Hey, come on, bring up.
Okay, I got a good seat for this. As the public address announcer, and you'll get a picture of this here. Seniors, senior parents, so, and they got a slug of them. They got a lot of kids. And we'll see. I guess we're gonna have they're zooming in their cameras and getting them all focused in, I guess. And with that little bit, here we go.
Announce number 2.
Well, we're going to try to, but now they're talking to Matt Schoberg. He's getting his instructions.
Number 2, Palms. The Palm who's wearing black, number 2, please report to the scorer's table.
Little bit of a delay happening, but I'm not sure. I know some of the Palms, well, that's going to be between the second and third period, I've been told.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we honor 16 seniors along with the senior manager for the Golden Bears. Beginning with manager Ashley Pionk. Ashley is the daughter of Melanie Pionk and Chris Erickson and the late Matthew Pionk. After graduation, she plans on attending Mankato State and getting a degree in elementary education or speech pathology. Ashley Pionk. Number 1, Lucas Michael Holtman. Moose is the son of Mike Holtman and Carrie Holtman. After high school, he plans on entering the NHL draft. Number 1, Lucas Holtman. Number 3, Nathan John Tassoni. Nate is the son of John and Laura Tassoni. After high school, he plans on attending a 4-year college. Nathan Tassoni. Number 2, Dylan Deutsch. Deutsch is the son of Kristen and Adam Deutsch. Dylan plans on attending Vermilion Community College to be a smoke jumper or game warden. Number 2, Dylan Deutsch. Number 5, Will Troutwine. Will is the son of Russ and Kristen Troutwine. After high school, he will be drafted by the Minnesota Wild. Number 5, Will Troutwine. Number 6, Hunter Levander. Gunter is the son of Scott and Becca Levander. After graduation, Hunter plans on finishing his AA and then go to a 4-year college. Number 6, Hunter Levander. Number 7, Cole Meyer. Cole is the son of Nikki and Rob Swanson. Cole plans on attending Harvard to become a brain surgeon. Number 7, Cole Meyer. Number 9, Bryce Kopp. Copper is the son of Amy Rogge and Dan Kopp. After high school, his plan is to go to school and become a police officer. Number 9, Bryce Kopp. Number 10, Gage Johnson. Executive is the son of Dan and Corin Johnson. After graduation, Gage plans to go to Mesabi Range to become a millwright. Number 10, Gage Johnson. Number 11, Gage Allen Everson. Gager is the son of Lisa Shaw and Lauren Everson. After high school, Gage wants to play in juniors and go to a 4-year college. Number 11, Gage Everson. Number 12, Alex Haas. Alex is the son of Scott and Carrie Haas. After high school, he plans to go to UMD for business. Number 12, Alex Haas. Number 14, Elliot Van Arsdale. Elmo 5 is the son of Jessica and Stuart Van Arsdale. After graduation, he hopes to play hockey and go to school. Number 14, Elliot Van Arsdale. Number 17, Trenton Pockernich. T-Pock is the grandson of Larry Pockernich. After high school, he plans on moving in with the Tassonis. Number 17, Trenton Pockernich. Number 19, Jack Halliday. Ellen is the son of Matt and Buffy Halliday. After graduation, he plans on a career in the trades. Number 19, Jack Halliday. Number 25, Nick Baudette. B is the son of Scott and Danae Baudette. After high school, he plans on going to a 4-year college for business. Number 25, Nick Baudette. Number 30, Mac Nemi Lotiger. Mac Daddy is the son of Jamie and Brandy Lotiger. After graduation, Mac wants to attend either Hibbing to become an electrician or Mesabi to be a millwright. Number 30, Mac Lodiger. Number 33, Noah Shuck. Shucker is the son of Tricia and Scott Shuck. After graduation, Noah wants to play hockey and attend lineman school. Number 33, Noah Shuck. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 class of Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi, East Golden Bears. Please give these fine young gentlemen and young lady a hand. Thank you.
Okay, that's our in-between periods. Recognition of the senior parents here tonight. They'll do the pom-pom, senior poms between the second and third. A lot of kids in this senior class of the 2019-2020 Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East Golden Bears. So they're getting a one last picture of them. Man, that's a lot of kids with their parents. So a lot of smiles. And pretty shortly they'll head down for their intermission. And then we'll return with second period action. This game is tied as we head to the locker room for the first period intermission. We're tied at 1. Will Troutwine for Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi scored on a power play. It's just going to Cole Meyer. That was 4:29 into the first period. And 10:54 into the first period. Lehmann from Hibbing. Trevor Lehmann from Ethan Lund and Joe Allison. So we'll return with, there's Lehmann's goal. And we'll return with second period action after this. Okay, the Bears have retaken the ice. Hibbing Chisholm will be coming up shortly. So we're tied at 1. So after a nice senior parent recognition, we're about ready to start second period. It's tied 1-1. Eveleth Gilbert scored 4:29 into the first period. Will Troutwine from Cole Meyer, power play for the Bears. Hibbing Chisholm scored 10:54 in. Trevor Lehmann from Ethan Lund and Joe Allison. Saves in that first period. Mac Lodiger had 2 saves, or did he go 11? Oh, hold it. Yeah, no, I was wrong on that one. He had 9 saves. And Vitek Vozdecki had 11. So we're about good to go. Both teams will start full strength. So again, it's the Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets. They're in their navy blue uniforms with the white numerals and trim. And the Golden Bears of Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East. Looks like the Bears are going to start with Van Arsdale, Kopp, and Meyer up front. Will Troutwine and Nick Bodette at the point. And the goaltender this evening is Mac Laudiger. So, Bears have a couple more games on their schedule. North Shore next Thursday, and St. Thomas Academy, I hear, next Friday. So, Hibbing heading from left to right on your television screen. Bears heading the other way. And Mr. Strukel drops the puck, and we're underway. Up ice comes Mitchell Zimba. He has it, throws it to the right corner. Troutwine beats him to it. Bodette tries to work it up to Kopp, picked off. They exchange it a few times. Kopp looked ahead toward Van Arsdale, couldn't hook up with him. We're tied at 1, 30 seconds into our second period here tonight from the Hippodrome. Long one up ahead. Trying to hit Van Arsdale, goes on through. We'll have the icing call. Stopping action with 16:26 to go in our second period. Nice to have you along from the historic Eveleth Hippodrome. Bears are coached by Mr. Jeff Terrell. Hibbing Chisholm is coached by Justin Tomberlin. Quite an athlete for the Greenway Raiders. Hate to say, about 30-something years ago. Went on to play baseball and hockey at Maine. Here come the Bears. Cole Meyer, he has an assist tonight. Has it taken off at the right circle. Casey Kemp puts it on the stick of Blair Freider. Into the zone, they'll go Kemp. Flips it, and it rings the boards in behind Mac Laudiger, the goaltender for the Bears tonight. Kopp can't control. Gets it back momentarily. And it's thrown back out into neutral ice where Michael Galley will send it down into the corner. And the Bluejackets will make a change with 15:42 to go second period. We're tied at 1. Van Arsdale down this near side, working against Galley. In behind Vozdecki they'll go. Trying to move in from that right side was Kopp, or Van Arsdale that is. Held in here by Nick Troutwine. Pass picked off by Ethan Lund. Carries it on in. In the slot they go. Where Mac Laudiger was down. Stopped the shot by Joe Allison. Troutwine looks to ring it. Hits the side. Oh, almost right out front, but it's picked off by Van Arsdale. Mitchell Zimbo was waiting, could not. Now a check into the far boards. And the coaching staff want to call. The Bears coaching staff in behind Vozdecki they'll go. Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi, Gage Everson sends it out into neutral ice. And dropping back will be Will Troutwine. Got a penalty coming up. Now we've got Laudiger out. Shot, save made by Vozdecki. That shot was taken by Will Troutwine, so we're going to get a penalty here on the Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets. Roughing. Okay, they're going to get Lehmann for roughing. So the Bears, who have converted on one power play tonight, will look to do so as we're into the second period. 14:39 to go. Second period. So they'll set her up 2 minutes. Halliday's line out there with Tassoni. Now we got another one coming up. Now we're going to have interference. So they're both going to be short-handed for 153. It looks like Puckernich is going to get the gate. So they'll both be one man short for 153. We'll see if we can pick it up.
He draws a 2-minute minor for interference. Time of the penalty, 2:28. Pockernich for interference, 8.
Boy, whipping a shot was Blake Freider. The puck over. Now they're behind the goal line. Everson puts it up on the stick of Halliday out into neutral ice. The goal. Everson there takes a check from Sanborn. Puck knocked around. moving right in. Vozdecki sweeps it over to that far side as bearing down on him was Jack Halliday. Hibbing and Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi, Hibbing, Chisholm. And the Bears are tied 1-1. Second period with 13:42 to go. Troutwine looks out, hits the side of the net, dropping back for Hibbing. Blake Frieder looking to move it up is Allison. Looks rink wide over here, gets it to Blake Frieder. Carrying on will be a Zimba. Mitchell Zimba. High slot, puts it on the stick of Allison. He couldn't control it. It's in behind Mac Laudiger with 13:17 to go. Second period, 1-1. 34 seconds remaining in the matching penalties here. At which time then the Hibbing will have the man advantage for a short period of time. Kemp over there by the right circle. Puck over here where Drew Cabina chases in with the Bears' Cole Meyer. 1-1 game. Nick Troutwine over to Badette. Badette sends it on down. And we'll have an icing call with 12:41 to go. They'll both be a player short for two seconds. And then Hibbing will get the man advantage. For what, 26? Face out to the left to Mac Laudiger. Shot put wide by Cabina. Hibbing's at full strength right now. Both teams now. So, 1-1. We've played 4.5 minutes in the second period. We headed into this period tied at 1. Down into the Hibbing zone they'll go. An outlet given to Ethan Lund. He's tied up out at the blue line by Alex Haas. Now dropping back Nick Troutwine as we're 5 minutes in to the second period. Nick Troutwine stick handling, throws it toward the right corner. Drew Cabina will try to swing it over to Galley. Galley to Edmonds. And the Bears will pick it up out at neutral ice. Nick Troutwine fires it on down off the end board. Vitek Vozdecki in the goal tonight for the Bluejackets. Throw it out front, not able to load it up was Hunter Levander. Nick Troutwine's shot is off traffic back to Gage Everson. He fires it off the end board where Casey Kemp will chase over for the Bluejackets. 11:28 to go, second period, 1-1 game. Galley swings it up to this near side. Picked off in the slot. And he scored! The pass was picked off. Put it in the net, Brandon Lind. Brandon Lind will get the goal. 5 minutes and 44 seconds in. 5:44. Let's see what we got. We'll see. Brandon Lind picked it off and put it away. We'll get the official from Matt Schoberg. 11:10 in.
Your Golden Bears scoring. Scoring his second goal of the year is number 15, Brandon Lind. Unassisted.
Now moving in, Joe Allison takes 2 shots, and Mac Laudiger made them both. Made both saves. Wheeling in. A shot and a save made. Oh, big shot. Or a big save there. Walking in was Tom Schlottick. Vozdecki made the save. And so, there was a collision there. Vozdecki, a little trouble getting up over back down there. Tommy Schlottick came bearing down on him. We have 10:44 to go in the second. We're tied at. No, we're Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East up 2-1. And that goal was officially unassisted. Brandon Lind, his second goal of the season. They're still over here looking at Vozdecki. He looks like He's okay. Yeah, he's doing a few stretches there. And we're going to face it off to his right. Cabina throws it up the far side. It's fired back by Badette. Working in is Cole Meyer. He's pinched off. Held in now by Will Troutwine. Fires it into the slot as the Bears control here. 10:23 to go in the second. 2-1 Bears. Second period to go by Brandon Lind. Here comes Van Arsdale with Meyer and Kopp. To the right circle. Bad angle shot comes onto the near side. Cole Meyer hammers at it. Goes right on through to the far one where Michael Galley for the Blue Jackets clears it. But a pass by Badette is tipped into that near corner by Ethan Lund. Outside the right circle they'll go. Badette holds it in, but not long. Throwing up ahead, here's Ethan Lund. He has an assist. Looks out front at Zimba. Sends it across to this far side. Joe Allison, he has an assist tonight. Back the other way comes Elliot Van Arsdale. Pass toward Kopp is knocked around. Mitchell Zimba with it. Throws it toward the left corner and he'll head to the bench. Between the blue lines will go. Van Arsdale takes a check there by Keegan Fink. Races on Sandboard, puts it back toward his own goalie. Allison worked or checked that was Tassoni, number 3, working for the Bears. Will Troutwine fires it back with 9 minutes to go in our second period. We've played 8 minutes of the second. It's 2-1 Bears. Blake Freider moves in, can't load it up, tied up with the Tassoni. Flipped out toward neutralize. 2-1 Golden Bears. Long shot fired in. Lotiger will make the save. 8:38 to go in our second. Here's Tassoni. Looks up. Dishes one out as they were Sandboard was lining up a check on Tassoni, and he saw him coming and let him have it before it. Long one head toward Matt Edmonds. Tipped into the corner. Nick Troutwine for the Bears. We have 8:20 to go. Second period. Tassoni headmans it for Halliday. But now swept back down into the Golden Bear end by Ethan Lund. They'll work outside that left circle. Troutwine with Everson. Troutwine ahead. Puts it on a stick of Halliday. He's got guys on him. Walks in. He's ridden off. Galley will head back the other way, but it's pinched in by Nick Troutwine. 10:45 to go. Second period, 2-1. They're tied at 1 coming into the second, and Bears have taken the lead. Brandon Lind. Here's Gage Everson. Sends it up ahead to Alex Haas. Everson now fires it into this near corner. It rings the boards. Working in there will be the Bears' Gage Johnson. He was going against Hibbing's Mitchell Zimba. We've played just about 10 minutes in the second. Long one from out near the right point. Taken by Badette. Off traffic, he picks it up and carries on. Bangs it off the plexiglass. Alex Haas in there. Swings it to this near side. Hibbing Chisholm. And Eveleth Gilbert, Mesabi East. Here's Mitchell Zimba. Works against Will Troutwine in behind Mac Lotiger. They throw it up front. Oh, one-timer taken there by Keegan Fink. It was wide of the mark. We're going to have an icing call stopping the clock with 6:26 to go in our second period. 2-1 Golden Bears. Okay, face off to the left of, what do we got now? Oh, Noah Shuck's in the game now. What am I thinking? Okay, Noah's in. just got in. They put him in. He sweeps a shot over to this side, and out come the Bears. Noah Shuck now in the nets. Senior. Bears controlling down in the Hibbing zone. Cooper Matson fires it in behind. Coming over to this side is Tom Schlottick. They'll work the circle. Bears trying to work their way in. That was Matson. Held in by Holtman out at the blue line. 2-1 game. It's a tight one here. It's put toward the slot. Trying to load it up was Matson. Couldn't. Here's Holtman. He tries to load it up. Couldn't catch the pass. And Hibbing Chisholm will take off with it. Cooper Matson there. Here, long one ahead. Here we come walking in. Lind, he's got one already. He's got another one. Brandon Lind will get the Bears' third goal. We'll see who fed it up to him. So 11 minutes, 29 seconds in. Lind, I'm not sure who fed it up to him. Lind was walking in from out at the blue line. So it's 3-1. Okay, Van Arsdale and Kopp and Meyer are back out there. 3-1. Again, Lotiger got switched in now from Noah Shuck comes in the game. But that works into the inboards with Drew Cabina. We'll see what it is.
Scoring his second goal of the game and third goal of the season is number 15, Brandon Lind. He gets an assist on the goal from number 40, Nick Troutwine. Time of the goal.
So Troutwine, Nick gets an assist. So Lind has 2 goals in this period. Van Arsdale back the other way. Van Arsdale loses it at the Hibbing blue line. Back the other way is Mitchell Zimba. Flips it toward the end boards. We have 4:42 to go. Second period, 3-1. Eveleth Gilbert, Mesabi East. And it's fired on down the length of the ice. It'll be on net. And Vazdecki will hang on, forcing the face-off. 4:28 to go in our second period. 3-1 Bears. Came into the second period tied at 1. Face-off to the right of Vitek Vazdecki. Hibbing controls Casey Kemp. Kept trying to work around Will Troutwine. Troutwine kicks it over to the far side toward Halliday. Now a one-timer from the high slot taken by Lehmann. He has a goal tonight, but didn't get everything on that one. Trying to check different numbers in here. That's Dylan Deutsch out there. Number 2 with the Sony. Here they come. Long one up ahead to Puckernick. Puckernick throws it back down. We'll have an icing call stopping action with 3:49 to go. Second period, 3-1 Bears. Okay, we're action shot put wide. Comes over to this near point. Hibbing comes up with it. Here's Zimba. Fires it wide. 3-1, Eveleth Gilbert, Mesabi East leading. Long one up ahead as the Bears tried to hit Gage Johnson. Too far.
Locker room.
So in between the second and third period tonight, they're going to recognize the senior Palms. Face up to the right of Noah Shuck. Shot put in. Puck will come to the near side. Nick Troutwine looks ahead. Troutwine, long one. Nice pass ahead to Haas. Haas has it taken away by Lehmann of the Bluejackets. Haas outside the circle. Now a long one thrown ahead, but Nick Troutwine will control it and neutralize. 3-1 Bears, second period action. We're 14 minutes into the second period. It's been Brandon Lynn popping in 2 Golden Bear goals here in the second as these teams are tied. Heading in to this period. Michael Galley. Galley tries to work around Nick Troutwine. Nice defensive play. Sends it Rick wide. Oh, and it was picked up by Edmonds, but he couldn't control it. Here's Haas. Alex Haas trying to work around Galley. In behind Vozdecki, they'll go. Lehmann looks long. Throws it, but it goes right on through. And we'll have an icing call with 2:15 to go. Second period, 3-1, Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East. Troutwine with a goal. Power play for Eveleth, Gilbert, and Brandon Lind. 2 second period goals. They'll send it over here to Will Troutwine. It's off traffic. Puck, ooh, got in. Now another shot by Badette, tipped up off the plexiglass. Another shot by Troutwine. Oh, the tip there by the Golden Bears. Brandon Lynn was wide. Man, he could have had the true hat trick, right? Would have been 3 in a row. Into the inboards, they'll work. 1:49 to go. Second period, 3-1, Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East. Trying to get going for Hibbing. Chisholm was Keegan Fink. But picking it up and carrying it was Cooper Matson. It's poked off his stick out into neutral ice. Bears will re-tag it, as will Troutwine, to send it down. 1.5 minutes remains in our second period. Bears controlling it right now. Troutwine over to Badette. Tried to tip it to Lind. Here they come. High slot. Shot and a save. You could hear it hit the pad. Save made. The shot was taken by Tommy Schlottick. Casey Kemp. Kemp looks at, puts it toward the net. Looking for a rebound was Matt Edmonds. Didn't happen. 1 minute into the remains in the second. Vozdecki will cover up as Cole Meyer looking for a shot there. 58.7 seconds to go in our second period. So, now we're going to redo it. And the Palms are making their way up. Van Arsdale will face off against Hibbing, Chisholms, and Galley. I checked that. That was Lund. Galley throws it on down toward the left corner. Troutwine, Nick rings it up the far side to Meyer, or near side. Van Arsdale to Kopp. Kopp moves in, a shot. Oh, and a save made. Rebound loose. Trying to load it up was Meyer. And not able to. Now it's pounded toward the left corner with 30 seconds to go. 3-1 Bears late in the second period. Bears looking to tack another one on. Held in by Nick Troutwine, but not for long. Tipped out into neutral ice. Gage Everson will drop it back for Elliot Van Arsdale. 14 seconds to go. Bears will take another run. Shot and a save made. Van Arsdale. Vozdecki made the save. Out front, Meyer can't load it up as it was tipped away by Zimba. Mitchell Zimba held in. Nick Troutwine, I guess, what do we got? Cross check? We'll see what we get. It looks like somebody for Eveleth Gilbert going to get the gate. Van Arsdale will. So Hibbing's going to end this second period on the power play. We'll get the announcement from Mr. Matt Schoberg. Face-off will come to the left of Noah Shuck. So we'll face it off. Access 12 TV is happy to have you along tonight. High school hockey. I'm Mike Harrell sitting in for Steve Carlson. And that's it. Drop the puck. Period's over. 3-1. Let's get the saves.
Of the Blue Jackets, 11 for a two-period total of 22. For Laudiger, the Golden Bears, 5 for a game total of 14. For Shuck of the Golden Bears, 2 for an aggregate total of 16.
So that's going to do it. We're going to be with the Palms. And then when we do break, we'll go to our bulletin board and then return with the third period. But we got the Palms doing their thing. Matt Schoberg will be leading us along the way here. Mr. Pluswick there with his camera. So we'll get this figured out. They're going to roll out saves so far. Mac Laudiger 14 and Noah Shuck with 2. Noah came in late in that second period. And Hibbing's Vazdecki had 9 saves in the first period. And what's he got now here? We got to figure the 17. Bears had 7 shots, but 2 more goals, so 5. So we'll recap the scoring here for you, and then they'll do their Palms little recognition here. So 4:29 into this hockey game. Will Troutwine scored a power play goal, assist going to Cole Meyer. Hibbing Chisholm matched that, 10:54 in. Trevor Lehmann from Ethan Lund and Joe Allison. So the teams are tied at 1 heading into the second period. And in the second period, Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi, Z's, Brandon Lind. Let's see, Brandon Lind scored 2 goals. 5:44 in, Brandon Lind unassisted. And 11:29 in, Brandon again from Nick Troutwine. So the band is getting a little getting a little presentation, and now here we go.
Introducing the 2020 Senior Palms. Peyton Doshin, Senior Captain. Peyton is the daughter of Dan and Kristen Doshin. Next year, she will be attending Mankato State University to study pre-physical therapy and nutrition. Peyton is not with us this evening as she's playing basketball. Next up is Emma Westby. Emma is the daughter of Kelly and Jody Westby. Next year, she'll be finishing her LPN at Mesabi College. Emma Westby. Michaela Kibbe. Michaela is the daughter of Harold Kibbe and Tanya Tassaranta. Next year, she plans to attend UMD and major in healthcare management. Michaela Kibbe. Molly Albrecht. Molly is the daughter of Len and Bretta Albrecht. Next year, she'll be attending Bemidji State to major in accounting and play golf. Molly Albrecht. Ashley Pionk. Ashley is the daughter of the late Matthew Pionk, Melanie Pionk, and Chris Erickson. Next year, she plans to attend Mankato University to get a degree in elementary education or speech pathology. Ashley Pionk. Carly George. Carly is the daughter of Dave and Cindy George. Next year, she plans to attend North Dakota State University and double major in biotechnology and crop and weed science. Carly George. Natalie Foltz. Natalie is the daughter of Kim and Damon Foltz. Next year, she plans on attending Bemidji State University to study in the medical field and run track and cross country. Natalie Foltz. And finally, Taya Kwakowski. Taya is the daughter of Mark and Nikki Kwakowski. Next year, she plans to attend Grand Canyon University to major in nursing and pursue a career as an anesthetist. Taya Kwakowski. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Senior Poms. Let's give them a round of applause. Good luck, ladies.
That's going to be we're at the intermission. 3-1 Golden Bears. We'll go back to our bulletin board here as we finish this, and then we'll be back with more hockey. Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East 3, Hibbing, Chisholm 1. As we head into the third period. Nice picture there of the Poms and their parents, and nice to recognize what their future plans are. So that's a sign it's a winding down, because the senior parents night and the Poms tonight here from the Eveleth Hippodrome. 3-1 Bears. We'll come back with the third period after this. Okay, the Bears have come up, as have the Bluejackets. We're about ready to head into the third period. Eveleth, Gilbert, and Mesabi East will start the game a player short, trying to figure out the math on it. The Bears are up 3-1 on the scoreboard. So, about ready. Eveleth, Gilbert will be heading toward the south end of this Hippodrome. So, we've got Badette and Will Troutwine, Cole Meyer, and Bryce Kopp out there for the Golden Bears. Hibbing has Joe Allison, Matt Edmonds. Let's see, Ethan Lund up front. Back at the points for the Bluejackets, Drew Cabina and Mitchell Zimba. So, just underway in the third period. 3-1. Will Troutwine has a power play goal, and Brandon Lynn has 2 second period goals. For Hibbing, Trevor Lehmann, lit the lamp for the Bluejackets from Hibbing Chisholm. Blake Frieder picking it off. Here's Cole Meyer, moves in, puts it over the goal. He was just one-on-one, and he put it over, hit the plexiglass. Long one ahead to Ethan Lund. Lund fires it in. It looks like the shuck may have gotten a pad on it. Allison controls. They'll work this near side. Cabina and Lund. Shot put in. Save made by Noah Shuck. They circle. Oh, the shot is score from behind. From behind, it'll be Joe Allison getting the goal. That comes 102 in. It looks like he fired it from behind everything. 102, Allison. So it's 3-2. I didn't notice. Did we get the goal on that, our replay machine? 3-2, that comes a minute and 2 in. Into the Golden Bears zone they'll work, down into the corner. Out come the Golden Bears. Having it take away was Alex Haas as Mitchell Zimba took it away.
Number 3, Joe Allison.
Shot put in, save, rebound
He
made.
gets assist from number 7, Ethan Lund, and number 15, Drew Cabina. Time of the goal, 102. That's Allison from London Cabina at 102, power play.
Okay, there you have it. Long shot by Haas put in from, check that. Yep, Haas, that Vozdecki made the save. Here come the Bluejackets, Keegan Fink. It rings the boards, they're behind the goal line. Bears look to come up this near side, held in by the Bluejackets. 3-2. Lehmann pinched in, and now the puck flipped on down. We'll have icing, stopping the clock with 14:54 to go. Third period. Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East, 3. And Hibbing Chisholm, 2. Face-off will come in the right circle. Van Arsdale against Allison. Allison has a third period goal here. Sanborn plays catch with Ethan Lund. Between the blue lines they'll work. Badette tries to get going. He's stripped. Ethan Lund moves in. He's got a guy coming down the slot. The puck loose. They can't load it up. Side score! That's going to be Joe Allison again, I think. Allison, that comes 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. We have a hot, tight game. We'll see. So it's 3-3 with 14:30 to go. I think it was Allison again, Joe Allison. Here we'll check it.
3, Joe Allison. He gets an assist from number 7, Ethan Lund. Time of the goal, 2:30. That's Allison from Lund at 2:30.
So there you have it. We're tied at 3. Joe Allison. Long one up ahead on the stick of Zimba. Zimba going 1 against 2. Shot put up over the plexiglass. Out near the right point, held in there by Blake Frieder. Moving in, quick shot taken by Mitchell Zimba. Bears come up this near side. Puck knocked down by Cabina and fired into the Golden Bear zone. They'll work in from this left side. 3-3, 13:39 to go. Third period. Will Troutwine. Troutwine walks right in, and backhand shot and a save made by Vozdecki. Puck in behind Vozdecki. Moving over will be Drew Cabina. Now trying to work his way is Casey Kemp. In behind Vozdecki. They'll come on out now with 13:15 to go. Moving in, Casey Kemp works against Will Troutwine in behind the goal line. Long one from Tommy Schlottick looking to hit it. Cooper Matson. Holding it in is Lind. He's got 2 goals. Moving in, Troutwine, and Nick Troutwine overskates it but gets it back. They throw it on through the slot, trying to hook up with Cooper Matson. Here's Gage Everson. His up into the net, his shot. 12:47 to go.
2-6. That's 297.
Oh, they're splitting the pot here. Somebody made some money. 12:47 remaining in our third period. We're tied at 3. Dropping back for Hibbing, Chisholm, Tyler Westerberg. They'll send it on up. Check that, Eric Sanborn. It's on down, and we'll have an icing call. Nice to have you along tonight on Access 12 TV. Want to say hi to some relatives and friends over at Edgewood Vista. Agnes Mann and my mother-in-law's over there. Ray Santelli, a good friend. Martin DeLuca, a good friend. Bill Culbertson, good friend. Joanne Kochar, nice friend. Paula Buffetta. Usually they're watching some of the local sports over there at Edgewood Vista. 12:30 to go. Moving, Brandon Lind flips it ahead. He has 2 goals, flips it across to Nick Troutwine in behind. Now it's picked up by Lind again. Lind puts it into Matson. Shot put in, and Bezdecki will cover it up. 12:16 to go in this 3-3 hockey game. Third period action. Gage Johnson, Alex Haas, Hunter Levander in there for Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East. Joe Allison, he's got 2 third period goals here. Nick Troutwine works against Gage Everson. They'll come up the near side, gets through Haas. Jackets throw a long one ahead. Nick Troutwine checks Ethan Lund off the puck. Allison gives chase as Everson throws it ahead to Levander, but it comes on through and is fired back in from center ice by Tyler Westerberg. Icing will stop the clock with 11:43 to go. We're tied at 3. Faceoff's going to come in the right circle. Both teams are skating at full strength. It's pulled over to the far corner. Kemp throws it to the point. Shot by Westerberg off traffic. Here comes Will Troutwine to Nick Bodette. Puts it on the stick of Bryce Kopp. Drop pass for Van Arsdale. He'll let go of the shot. Kicked out by Bezdecki. Now it goes on through. Shuck will drop it off for Will Troutwine. We've played almost 6 minutes in our third period. Hibbing Chisholm has popped in too. Moving in, but that shot hits off traffic, comes on, he picks it up on this near side. Van Arsdale out front to Kopp, he can't load it up. Hibbing Chisholm's Blake Freider will skate up ice. Freider throws it on down, save made by Shuck. And back the other way come the Bears. Will Troutwine, he had the first goal tonight, a power play back in that first period. 10:40 to go in the third. We're tied at 3. Mitchell Zimba along this near circle. Allison throws it to Zimba, and the chase is on. Zimba's coming down, walks in, shot and a save made by Shuck. Looking for a rebound was Lund. And the shot put in. Oh, they score! Man, Ethan Lund bangs it in from the high slot. Lund for Hibbing. Hibbing scored 3 unanswered. That one comes 6 minutes and 41 in. We'll see if Zimba gets it. We'll find out. Oh, okay, we saw a replay. I was filling my sheet in if we got time. Okay, we'll get that one later. Moving in now, moving for Eveleth Gilbert. Nate Tassoni into the inboards. They're all piled up back there.
The goal's number 7, Ethan Lund. He gets an assist on the goal from number 6, Eric Sanborn. Time of the goal, 6:41.
Lund from,
That's Lund from Sanborn at 6:41.
they're trying to throw it out front and can't. Not able to load it up was Halliday. It's put on in wide of the net. 9:46 to go. Third period, Hibbing up 4-3. Nick Troutwine looks ahead, puts it on the stick of Gage Everson. Kicked out by Vazdecki. 4-3. Hibbing. They've scored 3 third period goals. Casey Kemp walks in. His puck loose, rebound, swatted at, up, that's swatted by Edmonds in the slot. Now it's picked up by the Bears, and an outlet goes on through. And we'll have icing here, stopping the clock with 9:09 to go. And we'll check that fourth Hibbing goal here. Here they come. Here comes Lund. Well, he went high, top shelf. Yeah, shoulder. So Lund had it. We called it first. 9:09 to go. Third period, 4-3 Bears now. Playing from behind for the first time tonight. Here comes Troutwine. Troutwine wheels, moves around. Oh, nice play by Michael Galley. Poked it away. Catching it, Schlottick shot off traffic. Hibbing Bears trying to load it up. Now an outlet toward Matt Edmonds. We'll have an icing call with 8:47 to go. In our third period, 4-3 Hibbing Chisholm. 7 goals tonight. They've both been scoring. Face off to the left of Vitek Vazdecki. And Hibbing controls. Had a nice talk with Doug Diedrich from WMFG prior to the game. He's here broadcasting back to Hibbing on the radio waves. Joe Allison gets it up ahead. Here's Mitchell Zimba trying to work around Badette. Loses it. It's banged out to center ice, and Hibbing will pound it right back. Nick Badette will drop in behind Shuck. They'll try to come up this near side. Can't. Now do. Alex Haas at the left circle. Has it poke checked away by Eric Sanborn. In behind the goal line, no work. We played 9 minutes in our third period. Hibbing has scored 3 goals in the third. 4-3. Now it's one time. Oh, a shot put right in. Shot by Nick Troutwine. Rebound put wide by Gage Johnson. Pressure by the Bears. Nothing to show for it with 7:49 to go. Puck is thrown on down. Dropped off for Trevor Lehmann. He has a goal for the Bluejackets tonight. They'll work in there. Trying to load it up. Johnson to Everson. It goes wide. Comes over to the far circle. Pounded back in is Casey Kemp. Hibbing will come this way. Long one up ahead. They put on the stick of Casey Kemp. Nick Troutwine will grab it and head back. Check. Yep, that's Nick. Pounded back by the Blue Jackets. Drew Kabinov. 7:15 to go. Third period, 4-3. Hibbing Chisholm. Long one ahead for Kemp. Let me check that. Not Kemp. Cole Meyer. Trying to move with Kopp. Back the other way come the Blue Jackets. Freider throws it down, and Shuck will drop it off. Here's Will Troutwine. Troutwine into neutral ice. Troutwine looking to move in. Sends it out front. Kopp puts it wide. Oh, and then a rebound hits traffic, and it gets over to this near circle with 6:39 to go. Here's Meyer, his shot. Pair of sevens there. He hits Lund, and Lund will clear it for Hibbing Chisholm. Lund is kind of hurting on that one. Cole Meyer let her go. Action with 6:31 to go. Third period, 4-3. In case you're just joining us, Joe Allison. 2 third period goals to go with Lund. Ethan Lund. So, and Lehman had one earlier for the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. They'll battle at the circle far side. Will Troutwine one times it, and it's snapped out of the air by Vitek Vazdecki. 6:20 remaining. 4-3, Hibbing Chisholm. A big glove. They'll work, shot put in wide of the mark. Baudet holds it in near side. Throws it toward, that was Matson, couldn't connect. We've played 11 minutes in the third period. 4-3, Hibbing Chisholm. Moving in. Now coming out, Mitchell Zimba fires it on down off the inboard. Shuck will drop it off for Troutwine. Troutwine has it knocked in the corner by Zimba and sent on down. We'll have icing. 5:43 remaining. Nice to have you along on Access 12 TV tonight. Hugo Mariucci producing. Donnie Mariucci and Eric Tweeton on cameras tonight. Faceoff will be back in the Golden Bear zone to the left of Noah Shuck, the goaltender. Held in by Galley, fires it right on. Shuck will make the save. Bears don't want to, 5:38 to go. They don't want to give up another one, and they'd like to. If you're Hibbing, you'd like to pop in another one. Bears looking to, they throw it out front and not able to load it up for the Bluejackets. That was Blake Freider. Back the other way comes Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale trying to work around Cabina. In the slot, shot put through. Check that was Kopp throwing it on through. Van Arsdale will drop it back for Meyer. Here comes Van Arsdale. Stick handles, walk in, a shot. Oh, hit the pipe on this near side. That was walked in on that one. Nice play, couldn't finish it. Here's Averson. He lets it go from the right point. It's over to the far side where it's picked up by Casey Kemp. 4-3, the Blue Jackets lead here. 4:52 to go. Everson will ring the boards with it. Picking it up is Meyer. He's checked by Hibbing's Drew Cabina. In behind Vazdecki, they'll work behind the goal line with 4:30 to go. Third period. Bears came into this third period leading 3-1. They trail 4-3. Here's a good chance here by Van Arsdale. He pulled that puck back and boom, he hit the post on this near side. Good chance. We got a timeout on the ice. Timeout, Golden Bears. 2 minutes remain. They trail Hibbing Chisholm 4-3. So, Hugo, you got a couple hockey games coming up. Now you got to talk a little. 2 more hockey games here at the Hippodrome. Probably a home playoff. Yeah. Girls hockey team, we had their game with Northern Lakes. They went down, they lost in the first round. So the girls season, Eveleth, Gilbert area, girls are done. We're trying to get to, the boys will be playing some basketball yet before that tournament season starts. So this is fun times, long season. We're almost to Valentine's Day, so hope you've gotten that Valentine's present. That's what, a week from tomorrow. Just a reminder. February and the daylight is getting longer. Came down to the hip tonight at about 5:30 and it was still daylight. That is a sign too. Well, the Bears have it figured out when they might pull the goaltender. Here's Baudet. He gets up, tries to stuff it in. The puck is loose, picked up by Hibbing's Mitchell Zimba. Long one ahead to Allison. He has 2 goals. Lund works over it and swings the puck around to the far side. Nick Troutwine looks ahead at Baudet. Can't hook up on it. Back the other way come the Blue Jackets. 4:10 to go. Third period, 4-3. Hibbing Chisholm has come back to take a lead. Outside the left circle, you see him working there. Thrown toward the point. Still held in. Now moving in and coming up ice is Gage Everson. Gives it to Troutwine. Look to hit Kopp coming down the middle. Couldn't hook up. Eric Sanborno swing it around the far side. Everson for Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East. 3:39 to go in the third period. 4-3. Hibbing Chisholm with the lead. They throw it toward the net. Van Arsdale sends it up. Here's Nick Troutwine. Could not load it up. Now fires it into the slot area. Comes on through to the point. Oh, shot put right in on net by Everson. Shot. Oh, how had him scoring. Oh, I had Lynn getting his third goal. He had the goalie down. Brandon Lynn has 2 tonight. Back the other way come the Bluejackets. Lund throws it across site to Mitchell Zimba. They'll work down into that left circle area. Picked up. Here's Everson. Throws it ahead toward Lind. Pair of 15s going after. Lind for Eveleth, Gilbert, Cabina for Hibbing Chisholm. 2:58 to go. Moving up ice, Blake Freider. He's checked off. Here's Elliot Van Arsdale. He wheels. Van Arsdale into the slot. Van Arsdale moves in. Shot hits the goalie. Rebounds there. Lind couldn't get it to go on the rebound. 2:41 to go. 2:41 in our third period. 4-3 Hibbing. Here they come again. Brandon Lind fires it from outside the blue line. It's right on net. Vitek Vozdecki makes a save and hangs on. 2:31 remaining. Third period, 4-3 Hibbing. So we got Halliday, Tassoni, and Pokernich out there for Eveleth Gilbert. Here's Badette's shot off a skate over to this near circle. 2:26 to go. Will Troutwine. Wheelan at the Hibbing Chisholm blue line. Looks out front from behind. Comes onto the circle. 4-3. Oh, shot score! We got a tip. I think Nathan Tassoni will tie it up. Tassoni from Troutwine. 14:51 in. So we'll see the exact. They circled out front. Loading it up is Troutwine. Was a save made anyway. I think Tassoni got it. We'll see. We'll see. That's a big one. Let's see if we got another look at it. Boy, we glad we got replays. Okay, we're back to action. Here we'll get it.
Scoring his 8th goal of the season is number 3, Nathan Tassoni. He gets an assist on the goal from number 5, Will Troutwine. Time of the goal.
So Troutwine gets it. The assist. Tassoni gets in the goal. 8th goal of the year for Tassoni. 1:39 to go. Man, we're in regulation. 4-4. He'll work at the right point in the Hibbing zone. Gage Everson fires it on down. Got some tired-looking legs out there. Drew Cabina gets it to the near side. It's held in, though, by Cole Meyer. Here's Bryce Kopp. This line has scored all year for him. Meyer puts it wide from the high slot. 1:10 to go. We're tied at 4 now. So Hibbing gets it on the far side. Lund throws it rink wide to Mitchell Zimba. A minute to go in the period. In regulation, Gage Everson gets it over to Will Troutwine. Here comes Troutwine. He had the first goal way back in the first period. See if he can put an ender to it. Here's Troutwine's shot. And it's over here to the near corner. Play whistle down with 42.3 seconds to go. We're tied at 4. Here's back to the goal. Troutwine skates out till he gets an angle, and Tassoni standing just to the left. Yeah, it's a tough one even to watch on a replay. Not sure. We got a timeout on the ice. 1 minute to go. 4-4. 4-4 hockey game. That was a big goal. Hibbing had scored 3 goals in his third period to take a 4-3 lead. Well, might as well fill you in on it. Minute 2 into this third period, Joe Allison got his first of 2 in a row. His assist going, the assist on his first goal to Lund and Cabina. Then 2:30 in, Allison again from Frieder and Lund. 6:41 in, Hibbing scores a third of their 3 unanswered. Ethan Lund from Eric Sanborn. And then the Bears just tied it. 14:51 into the third. Tassoni. Nathan Tassoni from Will Troutwine. That's just in the third period. We'll recap those scores. Probably prior to the overtime, we can show you the scoring in tonight's. Face-off to the left of Vozdecki. 38 seconds to go. Troutwine drops it in behind to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale looks, takes a check in the corner from Sanborn. Boy, they're moving in. Puck loose. Here's Nick Troutwine, puts a shot in off traffic. Picked up Mitchell Zimba. Zimba works his way in. Zimba moves in. Shot and a save by Shuck. Oh, that was a big save. Zimba wheeling down, and let's see, Shuck got a pad on it. Now a shot and a save made by Noah Shuck. 9.3 seconds to go. Hibbing with a good chance. Man, that was a good chance, and Shuck stepped out and made the save. 9.3 seconds to go. We're tied at 4. Face-off in the Golden Bear end. Face-off pull back to Baudette. He's working there with Allison. 3, 2, and that's going to be it. The third period, we end with a 4-4 tie. We're going to go into overtime, so stay tuned with us. We're not breaking anywhere. I don't know if Hugo, we can get some highlights. Let's go right back to the first. So, let's see, we're going to get... should we go back? Can we go back to the first period? First period, let's get them all. You want to get them all? Okay, that's all right. We'll figure it out. Well, let's just do the last period or whatever.
That would be 4 goals.
Yeah, 4 goals if you can go back that far. Okay, 1:02 into this third period. You're going to see Hibbing's number 3, Joe Allison. He came from behind. It looks like he hits the back. Almost looks like it got knocked in out of his own guy. Then at 2:30 in, Allison will get another one. Here he comes. 3. Puts it in and gets a... there he is. Number 3. Looks like he had a couple shots at it. And he made it 3-2. Eveleth, 3-3 game. Then you're going to have Lund. Lund is scoring. Lund moves in, and that's the 4th goal. That put Hibbing Chisholm up 4-3, and then 14:51. Troutwine will skate out from behind the net. Here he comes. He controls it till he gets an angle, lets the shot go, and Tassoni there to the left of the goaltender. Yeah, so that's what it is. We are 4-4. Going to go into overtime here. Nice to have you along on Access 12 TV. So we've seen the goals. I'll tell you about the first 2 periods. Way back in the first period, 4:29 in power play, Will Troutline from Cole Meyer gave the Bears a 1-0 lead. Then Hibbing Chisholm tied it 10:54 in. Trevor Lehmann scored assist from Lund and Allison. Oh, then late in the game we had a breakout. Then Noah Shuck came up big. Here, he comes right in on Shuck, and Shuck makes a save. Late in the game, that got us to overtime right now. And back to the scoring. Brandon Lynn did the only scoring in the second period. There were 2 goals, and Brandon had them both. Unassisted at 5:44 and 11:29 from Nick Troutwine. So you've heard all the scoring. We're going into overtime here. 8 minutes. 8-minute overtime. Sudden death. Long one ahead, Troutwine to Van Arsdale. He'll bang it around the boards. Moving in over here is Meyer on outside the left circle. Hibbing working in there. Moving up is Lund. Gets it to Allison. He has 2 goals in this game. Throws it out front. Now back the other way. Tried to get going, but people getting knocked around. Here's Joe Allison. Throws it toward the slot. It's picked off. Badette will drop it off. It's Badette, Troutwine, Kopp, Meyer, and Van Arsdale. Long one ahead. Moving in is Van Arsdale. Into that left corner. In the Hibbing Chisholm zone. 7:10 to go in overtime. Here's Joe Allison. Drops it. Zimba trying to work around. It's tipped off his stick. Picked up by Will Troutwine. Here's Cole Meyer. Meyer at the blue line. Into the zone. High slot. Back the other way. Ethan Lund. Lund wheeling. He and Meyer there. A backhand shot put in on Noah Shuck. And Noah will make the save. Forcing the face-off. We're 1:13 into the overtime session. 4-4 hockey game. 4-4 hockey game. Brandon Lynn out there. Check that. That's Halliday and Haas. Here's Tassoni. He just tied this thing up. Nick Troutwine. Tassoni looks ahead. Rink wide, long one. Up ahead to Pokernich. Pokernich shot. Comes on through to this near side. Troutwine holds it in. Sends it to the corner. It'll ring in behind Vozdecki. Now it's flipped toward the slot. Knocked around, picked up and cleared by Drew Cabina. We're tied at 4 in overtime. Nick Troutwine behind Shuck. They'll look to the right side instead. He'll come back left. Looks at Tassoni. Tassoni sends it ahead to Halliday. He has a poke checked away by Freider at the Golden Bear, or the Hibbing blue line. A shot from out near the blue line is grabbed. Save made by Vozdecki. 5:50 to go. We're in overtime here at the Hippodrome. See, Bears have changed it up a little. They got Gage Johnson out there with Alex Haas and Hunter Levander. In behind Vozdecki they'll go. Hibbing breaks out. Mitchell Zimba has it taken off, but carrying on is Eric Sandberg. In behind Shuck they'll go. It's where they ring it around the boards, and we're going to have an icing call, stopping the clock with 5:30 to go. That's been a tight one here. Late season IRC matchup. And now a one-timer from the point out here by Eric Sandborg. Could not be tipped. They'll hold it in and send it in. It's toward Shuck, picked off by Troutwine. Long one toward Tommy Schlottick. Lynn can't control it. It's backhanded by Mitchell Zimba. In behind Noah Shuck, they'll go with 5:08 to go. Schlottick gets it out here. outside the circle, held in by Sanborn. Loads it up. Here comes Tommy Schlottick. Schlottick's got Lind with him over. Oh! Bezdecki makes a save. They had a break. Here he comes. Here's Schlottick. You can see Lind coming into the picture, and they just couldn't. Yep, couldn't hook up on it. We're 3 minutes and 7 seconds into overtime. Van Arsdale, Meyer, and Kopp with Gage Everson and Nick Troutwine. It's tipped out of the zone. Everson gets it going back the other way, but his pass is off a skate. Nick Troutwine looks here near side to Cole Meyer. 4:37 to go. It's picked off by the Jackets in the high slot. It's knocked around. Van Arsdale will chase it down in the far corner. They flip it ahead toward Kopp. He can't control. It was thrown back by Hibbing. That was Lehmann. Matt Edmonds has it taken away. 4:09 to go. Overtime. 4-4 game in overtime at the Eveleth Hippodrome. Thursday night hockey. They're going to face it on to the left of Noah Shuck. Zimba to the point. It's pounded by Eric Sanborn. Wide. Outlet picked off by Lund. Lund fans on it. Will Troutwine will head back the other way with 3:49 to go. Overtime. We're tied at 4. Long one up ahead. Too far as they tried to hit Kopp. Here's Zimba. He moves in a shot over everything. Comes to the right point. Held in by Hibbing Chisholm's Eric Sanborn. In behind Shuck, they'll work a long one. Troutwine puts it on the stick of Van Arsdale. Sent right back by the Blue Jackets. Here's Badet. Badet knocked off by Cabina. They'll swing it around the near boards out into neutral ice. Ethan Lund. Lund's got a point here tonight. Poke checked away by Will Troutwine, looking a little tired there. We're in the overtime with 3:06 to go. 4-4 game. Galley works into this near corner with Will Troutwine. Moving in is Kemp. Now it's to the right circle. Put in toward the net by Edmonds. Knocked around. Here comes Tassoni. He got the tying goal. Tassoni moves in. Can't load it up. Back the other way we go. Hibbing tries to come out. A pass too far. And Gage Everson will fire it right back. Up into the crowd. 2:40 to go. Overtime. Boy, nice to have you along on Access 12 TV. We've got overtime going. Between the blue lines, they'll face it off. Eric Sanborn throws it toward the right corner to ring to the far side. Everson and Hibbing's Blake Frieder, a pair of 11s, went after it. And Everson comes away with it to Sony in the slot. It's shot wide. Tony throws it out front. Moving in, a shot. Oh, off traffic. The shot taken by Pokernich. Shot put in. It's off traffic. It hits Halliday. And now Bezdecki will cover up, forcing a face-off with 2:11 to go. Overtime. We're tied at 4. Going to face it off to the right of Vitek Bezdecki. Bears control. Troutwine sends it across to Everson. Shot wide to Sony. Looks to throw it out front. It's off traffic. Hibbing comes back now. A one-timer by Everson. Hits off traffic, and Hibbing's on its way. Potential 2-on-1. It's put toward the slot. They score! Mitchell Zimba from Ethan Lund. Mitchell Zimba from Ethan Lund. That comes 6:06 into the overtime. Yeah, let me look at it. Zimba from Lund. Here they'll come down the side. There's number 7, Lund. Throws it across, and a tip. Number 10, Zimba from Ethan Lund. Well, Hugo, you're the producer. We've shown all the highlights. We've talked all the highlights. Tight game tonight, 5-4. I'm gonna just read you the highlights. We've shown them throughout the night. Back in, well, we'll get the official from the
10, Michael Zimba.
Yeah,
he gets assists on the goal from number 7, Ethan Lund, and number 18, Trevor Lehmann. Time of the goal, 6:04. That's Zimba from Lund and Lehmann at 6:04.
Okay.
Saves in the overtime.
We'll get those two. Here we go.
For Vozdecki of Hibbing, 4 for a game total of 42. For Shuck of the Golden Bears, 1.
I'm listening to him.
For an aggregate total of 25. Golden Bears will be back in action here at the Hip Thursday, February 12th versus North Shore. Game time is 7 p.m. and they will finish the regular season the following day, Friday, February 13th versus St. Thomas Academy. Game time 6 p.m.
Okay, we're going to be, I'll read you the first, and then the last two will replay. You say the last two will replay? The tying and then the winner. Okay. But anyway, here's our scoring in the tonight's hockey game. Back in the first period, Will Troutwine, 4:29 into the game. Power play from Cole Meyer put the Bears up 1-0. Hibbing Chisholm tied it, 10:54 into the first. Trenton Lehmann from Trevor Lehmann from Ethan Lund and Joe Allison. And then that's the way we hit it into the second period, 1-1. Brandon Lynn scored unassisted, 5:44 into the second. And Brandon Lynn from Nick Troutwine, 11:29 in. Then, so the Bears went in leading 3-1. At 1:02 of the third, Joe Allison scores from Ethan Lund and Drew Cabina. That made it 3-2. 2:30 into the third. Allison again from Blake Freider and Ethan Lund. And then we had third one, Ethan Lund from Eric Sanborn. That was 6:41 in. And now we're going to go to the last two. Nathan Tassoni tied this thing at 14:51. Troutwine Will skates out, gets the angle, lets her go, and you'll see Tassoni, he gets the tip from that left side. That tied it at 4. We went into overtime, and we only had 1:56 remaining. And here comes Zimba. He gets it. That was a nice play from Lund. Lund carried it, flipped it over. 5-4, tight one. That's the hockey from the Hippodrome tonight. Nice to have had you along. Hugo Mariucci on the production. Our camera people, Donnie Mariucci and Eric Tweeton on the cameras. Tomorrow night we'll be going out to Cherry and following the Eveleth Gilbert Golden Bears, heading out to take on the Cherry Tigers. So, nice to have had you along. Final score here from the Hippodrome. Two IRC teams. Hibbing